Okay, today I'm just kind of annoyed with the news cycle. Trump picks Dr. Oz to oversee Medicare and Medicaid. Just Trump all the way down. Donald Trump joins Elon Musk for SpaceX Starship rocket launch. Trump selects financier Howard Lutnick as Commerce Secretary. Musk, top Trump advisor, have mask blow up over cabinet picks. And there's other stuff. But today I feel like I'm holding my breath till next year. January 20th, anyone? I guess this is the lame duck period that everybody talks about. We keep forgetting about the lame duck period, or I do. I think the real lame duck is going to come into office on January 20th. I'm expecting a lot of stuff to be lame at that time. I'm just loath to look at any of these stories. I mean, Dr. Oz is a TV character, right? I feel like we're just going to have a whole bunch of TV characters running the world. It's we're going to turn the whole world into a giant reality show. Oh, not that we haven't done it before. Last time Trump was in office, we had a giant reality show that doubled the deficit. Here we go again. I don't know. Someone suggested, by the way, that the reason they didn't catch the Starship, this Flight 6, was that maybe they weren't going to catch it to avoid endangering Donald Trump. I said if I found that out, I was going to be pissed. Fortunately, a friend of mine has already said that something I just barely watched over without paying much attention, Scott Manley's review of Flight 6. And apparently I missed that he had said somewhere in there that some parameter was out of spec at the tower, that the tower safety checks just didn't go well. So that was what they made the decision not to catch. So I guess it wasn't Trump's fault that they didn't catch the Starship booster, but I was totally prepared to be disappointed and pissed off when it turned out to be Donald Trump's fault that the booster wasn't caught. And this is just kind of a preview of what the next 4 years are going to be like. Looking over your shoulder to see whether or not you're going to be disappointed that something happened because it was Trump's fault. And I mean, it's almost like some kind of a stereotype that we're going to be continuing to look for something to blame it on Trump. It's the other side's been blaming it on Biden all this time, so We'll switch to blaming it on Trump. I'm already going to pre-blame the whole next 4 years on Donald Trump. How about that? Then I suppose I won't have to worry about blaming Donald Trump 200 times in the next 4 years. But I probably will anyway. I'm on VA healthcare, y'all, so I hope VA healthcare keeps working after Elon Musk cuts $2 trillion out of the budget from his not technically working for the government position since he's got a conflict of interest. So I don't know. How's that going to work out for Elon Musk? Not working for the government technically, but somehow or another influencing the government. I guess he and Howard Lutnick will, Commerce Secretary, become close friends. I don't know. And is the Congress still going to be holding the purse strings? Well, I suppose constitutionally that's true. Of course, Trump said he wanted to suspend the Constitution, so for all we know, the Constitution will be suspended sometime during Trump's tenure, reign, dictatorship, term, whatever you want to call it. He totally did say that he wanted to be dictator for a day. I suppose if you're a dictator for a day and you get to say anything you want and make anything happen that you want during that day, then the rest of your term you can just sit back and watch it play out. Of course, if you're got that much power as your dictator for a day, then you can fix it so that you'll be able to be dictator for the rest of your term, right? And you did say, y'all vote for me now, fix it so you won't have to vote ever again. I heard them say that some people say that, oh, well, he didn't mean that he was going to take away your ability to vote, just that you wouldn't have to. That it was his ability to win was going to be so strong that so few of you would have to vote anymore that he'd still win. Of course, this is his second term, so he's not going to run again, right? Well, at least the majority of the Republican control of the House and the Senate is tiny. So it'd be difficult to expect a two-thirds majority to pass very many constitutional amendments. Unless you could just get them to pass the constitutional amendment that you only need a simple majority to pass anything. Suppose they could do that. Who knows what's going to happen? I'm kind of getting sick of this states' rights thing, though. I thought it was called the United States of America. Um, I mean, I understand in theory the concept of states' rights, but when we're talking about things like human rights, like the rights to get health care, I don't want those things to be states' rights. I want everybody to be able to have health care. Even if health care is trans health care or women's health care. And by that, I mean your right to decide between you and your doctor whether you should have an abortion or not. I just don't like the whole idea that there's states where you can't get an abortion. You would have the very idea you have to travel out of state to get an abortion. Maybe you can't afford to travel out of state. That's just unfortunate. We got some places where you have a right to decide whether you can die or not. Very few of those. You're 70, 75, 80 years old and you can't hardly think anymore, can't hardly move anymore, and you decided that you want to die with dignity instead of in horrible pain. So you make the decision to go ahead and pull the plug. Well, you're not allowed to do that in every state. Or doctor-assisted suicide. Maybe it's more than just pulling the plug. Maybe it's you would keep living, but in terrible, horrible pain for however long that lasts. And you would prefer to be administered some concoction that lets you just go to sleep and never wake up. I mean, we allow our dogs and cats to be euthanized if they're in agony. We don't allow our humans to do that. No compassion. I just find it alarming. But then it always comes down to your religion. If you can believe that it's okay to kill all of God's enemies, then you can believe a lot of shit in the name of God. Well, we can't allow people to commit suicide because then it's you're going to hell because you killed yourself. Come on now. Oh, see, Doggy agrees. But what are you woofing about? Oh well, love y'all. Bye.